After successfully organizing 4th Annual India's Best in Emerging Insurance Companies, Brokers, TPA, and Web Aggregator Awards in India.
Insurance Alerts is pleased to announce Bangladesh's Best and Emerging Insurance Companies, Brokers, TPA, and Web Aggregators Award 2021.
You can even nominate for one or multiple categories. Multiple categories nomination bring the benefit of higher chances of winning. Nomination is now open and will close on 24 September 2021.
Bangladesh's Best Insurance Company. Bangladesh's Best Emerging Insurance Company. Most Visible Insurance Company.
Digital presence. Innovations. Innovative products. Claim management. Customer obsession.
Bank assurance. Personal line products. Commercial line products. CSR initiative. Work culture. Diversity. Educational initiative. Advertising campaign. Rural presence.
We are India's largest and Asia's second largest exclusive insurance news platform, reaching over 1.5 lakh insurance professionals in 20 countries twice daily. Our LinkedIn has crossed 18,500 contacts. Our YouTube channel Insurance Alerts broadcast is world's only exclusive insurance content YouTube channel with over 60 videos.
So what are you waiting for? Nominate your company today. Remember, nomination closes on September 24th, but it is advised to nominate now.
For more details, call us on +9 17977733908 or write to us on events@therateinsurancealerts.com.
Welcome to Insurance Alerts. I am Vivek Jain here. Today we have a guest from Bangladesh, Mr. M.J.Azim. He is a CEO and MD of Pragati Life Insurance Company. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for inviting me to your show.
Sir, we all have been through the pandemic in last 1.5 2 years. What do you think? This this pandemic is being an eye-opener for the industry, better for the industry, or we have suffered a lot of things?
In fact, there is a mix of the points you have mentioned. Of course, we have suffered, no doubt about it. But at the same time, it has been working as an eye-opener and also created some opportunities also, particularly for the life insurance companies in Bangladesh, as well as I believe in the whole world. Because it has suffered, because none of the companies were ready for such a situation almost 1.5 years back. We had to stop all our activities all on a sudden. And majority of the companies in Bangladesh, they are not IT based. They didn't have the capacity to work from home. And with the declaration of lockdown for a very short period of time, so all the companies suffered, no doubt about it. If I have mentioned about the 2020, our business was almost nil because we could not go outside of our home. Movement was restricted and operation was totally stopped. In May, we took some initiative and did some business and started the operation partially. From June
Sir, I'm not getting anything. Hello.
Now we understand that we have to go for digitization full scale. We didn't have, infrastructure or logistics to sell policies online in Bangladesh. Not only for Pragati, almost for all the companies. It was not used to. And people in Bangladesh, since there is a negative demand of insurance product, people do not buy insurance of their own through the online system. But now we have developed this, and many companies are working on that so that we can approach our prospect digitally, and we can capture the information digitally, and even we can issue the insurance policies online for certain amount of sum insured and up to certain age. So that is being implemented, and rest of the companies are also doing. Regarding the service and claim settlement, many companies has already started the online claim settlement so that they can work from home, and the entire approval process, starting from the claim intimation to the payment of the claim through the mobile wallet. Some of the companies have already started, and others are thinking of it or working on that. So naturally, this you can, what you have mentioned is an eye-opener for us, which we did not think before. Now we are compelled to do it. And there was a saying, particularly in 2020, there was a sort of, which prompted you to go for digitization. There are some questions, and there was COVID-19. Ultimately, the COVID-19 is the that we have to go for digitization in every space. And also regarding tradition, that unless we, particularly for the life insurance companies, we depend on captive agents, and it was a tradition to meet them physically at least once in every month, to give them the directions, to review their performance. Now we are using, the Zoom and other digital methods. So naturally, the COVID has compelled us to accept all these modern techniques of the life, which are the new normal now. And we have taken with all these initiatives, we have overcome the obstacles of the lockdowns imposed by the COVID. And another positive side for life insurance, particularly, the life insurance, the fear appeal of death or becoming sick or meeting an accident, becoming disabled, it is associated with, all the negative thinking. As a human being, we never think of dying, that we will die in one day. We can meet an accident, we'll become old, we'll have no income. Normally, as a simple people, even being an insurance man, I did not think before. But now, because of COVID, in everywhere, in the newspaper, in the television channels, in the social networks, even at the time of, in the social gatherings, this issue is coming. And everybody is thinking, yes, so many people died, so many people infected, so many, people rushed to the hospital, there were no bed in the hospital. So these thinking are creating the groundwork for selling life insurance and the health insurance and the accident insurance. So this is the one side of COVID for life insurance. So I think, of course, we suffered a lot. Even we are suffering to some extent, but day by day we are becoming habituated or used to with this sort of now people, most of the people test that, okay, COVID will be there and we have to live with COVID. We have to take our strategies. We have to follow the new normals, and we must advance in our life. So the result is also like that. So far, in Bangladesh in 2020, the entire insurance sector has a negative growth. Fortunately, our company, Pragati Life, had 9.3% growth in 2020 over 2019. In 2021, as of the last month closing, that is end of August, we have huge growth. Of course, there is a reason, because in April and May in 2020, there was very few business.
Yeah.
That's why the growth rate is very high. But even then, there was a lockdown also. But even then, entire sector has growth in 2021.
So do you think this digitization, as far as working is concerned, okay, issuing policy, the admin part, do you think sales will be also overtaken by digitization, or you think we'll go back to the old format of meeting people and then selling the policy?
I think gradually it will ultimately adopting digital method. Right now, what will happen? It will be a mix of physical and digital, both, because the prospect must be aware of the need and benefit of the insurance, and someone should give them a presentation. It can be physically or digital, and then the capturing of the information, it can be done fully on digitally, because the government, particularly our regulatory body, is now imposing eKYC, because KYC is a mandatory part.
Yeah.
Still, we are using the paper KYC. Now, government is pressing us to go for eKYC. Bangladesh has also advanced in called national ID. It's a digital. So now you can take a photograph of your national ID. You can have some basic information. And then if you add some options for adding some additional information, which is not available in the NID, that can be asked over digitally. So I think from that onward, that means after presentation, it might require, the physical and digital. Creating the need of insurance, maybe physical and digital. But once a prospect is agreed to take an insurance, from onward, then it can be done digitally.
Do you think prospects, through Zoom or through any network, you'll be able to convince them?
Now people are becoming used to it.
Okay. Because
Previously, it was like that unless you meet a person face to face, we thought that no, it's complete. Even I'm talking, you are taking my interview, sitting in Delhi, even some business meeting, we have reinsurance in India, they're from India, free. Everywhere they used to visit, or either we used to visit. But now we are doing all this through Zoom. And also with the advancement of time, based on the need, government will be allowing us to take the, the digital, even for the agreement, which was the physical signature was mandatory. Now in many countries, they are accepting as an digital signature. So I think over the passage of time, and the people will be more used to, the mobiles and the, laptops, not only for insurance issues. Even, you see, I believe in India also, in Bangladesh, even for me personally, I never purchased online anything.
Yeah.
I didn't have confidence. But now, this year, we have a great festival called Eid al-Azha, where we slaughter, kurbani. So there is a digital hut, digital market. And I bought this for the first time for sacrificing a car digitally. So these are being changed. The habits are being changed. So I think in course of time, the people will be used to it, rather they will prefer. And there is another problem you see. Country like Bangladesh, even in our Dhaka city and other major cities, there is a problem called traffic jam.
Yeah.
So even from my place, if I go to my regulator's office, it takes 1.5 hours. So both the 3 hours gone if a meeting is there. Now we're doing it on Zoom. So this is also saving, time, at the same time, fuel cost and everything. And it is giving you the opportunity. So today, my holiday, your holiday. Even then, we have managed some time to talk. But even if it was a depend on physical only, that could not be possible. So I think with the passage of time, people will be used to on this, and in future, people will be very flexible, and they will be liking to take the policies online also.
What do you see the future for Bangladesh market for life insurance? And also if you can give some idea about general insurance.
Okay. First, let me tell you about the life insurance. The future, the prospect is there, no doubt, because you believe if I consider the components of good insurance market, particularly for life, the raw materials is the people. We have used people. So we have, the first component of the raw materials, we have people. At the same time, the GDP or the per capita income is growing every year. And country already has been transformed from the poor country to, developing country. And government has a plan, hopefully by, 2030, the country will be emerged as a developed country. So income is also growing. And the standard of living is growing. The level of education is growing. So all these factors indicate that there is a positive insurance market. There's no doubt about it. But the problem for Bangladesh is, that's purely my personal opinion, people might differ, there is too many players in Bangladesh insurance market. Even I compare with India, which you can compare, we have 82 companies.
Yeah.
And India around 52 or 54.
Yes.
Compare the economy, compare the size of the country, compare the population. Under no circumstances, these 82 companies can be justified in Bangladesh. At the same time, we do not have enough professional people to run these companies. IDRA or the government has a specific criteria to appoint as a CEO. In Bangladesh, out of 82 companies, I believe around 30 companies doesn't have qualified CEO. Not only CEO, even if I talk about some of the departmental heads, like some technical departments, like reinsurance, like underwriting, or the insurance claim settlement, you don't have enough people here. And the sponsors, they do not have any idea about the insurance companies. They treat this, company like other business, which is mainly based on year-to-year profit or something like that. But life insurance is not like that. So this is the basic problem. I don't know how to overcome this. And at the same time, traditionally, when the private sector came in, and with the number of companies, the procurement cost became very high.
Yeah.
Majority of the companies, both life and general, they cannot operate within the allowable management expense set by the government. As a result, what is happening? Now, many companies has almost become bankrupt. If you see the newspaper, they cannot pay claims. They are not paying the maturity benefits for the life insurance companies. So this is, further reinforcing the negative image of insurance in Bangladesh. I don't know how to overcome this. Regulation must be strong, their monitoring must be strong, and some preventive action should be taken. It should not be like that. Okay, after 10, 15 years, what happens for the life insurance companies? Basically, for the first 10 years, because in Bangladesh, mostly we sell the endowment policies. So payout starts after the end of 10 years. First 10 years, money comes. And the sponsors think it is their money. They're spending, without obeying any rules and regulations. And when the time comes, they become bankrupt, they surrender. This is, seriously hampering, our business in Bangladesh. And it is really becoming tough to take the image from negative to positive. So potential is there, no doubt. But with these limitations, with these problems, I don't know how we can reap or we can take the advantage of these potentials. For the general, there is one good sign. For the last, I think, last 2 years, the Insurance Association is trying very hard with the help of IDRA, because probably in Bangladesh, general insurance business is procured through a salaried salespeople. But somehow they established a bad practice. They called it commission, which is in reality kickback to the policy owners. It's the black money. Some, people of the insurance company and of the organization were involved in this. And finally, they raised the level up to 70% of commission. So because of that, what happened? You are taking 100 taka, giving back 70 taka underhand, having only 30 taka. You cannot go for insurance. And if there is a big claim, you cannot pay the claim. So last 2 years, association is working very hard. And finally, they have stopped this commission. As a result, if you see the annual reports of the general insurance companies, all are doing very good. The dividend has increased, their profitability is increased. So this is one of the good sector in the general sector we have achieved. Now this association is trying to control this life sector also. With the persuasion of association, IDRA has already circulated. They have limited the commission, because in life, commission is truly going to the people who are selling. But the problem is, they have created many types. So one person is selling, but he is taking money, on a single business instead of real people. So hopefully from already circular is there to implement it from 1st of September, probably from January next year. If all the companies can comply this rule, this will help in reducing the procurement cost. So that will help for the life sector, but that is not enough, because there are some other issues also, because you have to go for a very prudent investment. But there is a vested quarter among the sponsors also. They are investing money of their own interest. Ultimately, no scope for good result. So these are other areas also. In a nutshell, if I want to say that if there is a compliance in this sector, then future potential is very good, no doubt about it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your information. Thank you very much for giving your time to us and discussing about the Bangladesh market. We'll come back to you in times to come to know more about how we can do better and how we can do something more in Bangladesh.
It's my pleasure, and thank you all, to you also and your organization, and hopefully we'll be in touch.
Definitely, sir. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
After successfully organizing 4th Annual India's Best in Emerging Insurance Companies, Brokers, TPA, and Web Aggregator Awards in India.
Insurance Alerts is pleased to announce Bangladesh's Best and Emerging Insurance Companies, Brokers, TPA, and Web Aggregators Award 2021.
You can even nominate for one or multiple categories. Multiple categories nomination bring the benefit of higher chances of winning. Nomination is now open and will close on 24th September 2021.
Bangladesh's Best Insurance Company. Bangladesh's Best Emerging Insurance Company. Most Visible Insurance Company.
Digital presence. Innovations. Innovative products. Claim management. Customer obsession.
Bank assurance. Personal line products. Commercial line products. CSR initiative. Work culture. Diversity. Educational initiative. Advertising campaign. Rural presence.
We are India's largest and Asia's second largest exclusive insurance news platform, reaching over 1.5 lakh insurance professionals in 20 countries twice daily. Our LinkedIn has crossed 18,500 contacts. Our YouTube channel Insurance Alerts broadcast is world's only exclusive insurance content YouTube channel with over 60 videos.
So what are you waiting for? Nominate your company today. Remember, nomination closes on September 24th, but it is advised to nominate now.
For more details, call us on +9 179 777 33908 or write to us on events@insurancealerts.com.